Cezary Overkowicz. I'm a Polish pianist, pedagogue, and even journalist. I came to Kuwait 31 years ago to teach Kuwaitis. Years ago, young pianist, Miss that time Fajr al-Mazidi, now Madame Fajr al-Mazidi, and she became my student. After many years, she graduated all grades of Royal Academy in London on piano, but also graduated finance studies in Kuwait. And when I found that my mission in Kuwait is completed, she convinced me to stay longer and to establish with her Kuwait Music Academy. In Kuwait there is a lack of professional school, music school for all grades, for all ages, since very younghood up to adults who like to study piano, violin, vocal, or other instruments. We settled in Aldana school building on Salwa, and we start just to receive students. However, we haven't just to have normal official school. Idea of our school is a family of musicians organizing not only lectures but also concerts, meetings with parents, and we are running quite successful till now. From my experience comes that we have to start early. I started like a small boy. My mother was a pianist and my grandmother was a pianist. Then I was somehow dedicated to piano from young childhood. I started to study with my mommy. After 1 year I went to academic teacher, her previous professor, and I debuted in National Philharmonic, played Mozart concert with orchestra and recital on radio, and till now I'm performing pianist, but of course getting elder I start to teach. You know, with art is somehow like with sport. At the beginning we are starting in competitions. After we start to be a trainer, but after of course also maybe sport manager or something. That is something like my life is. But I'd be delighted if Fajr al-Mazidi would introduce ideas and how it was with our Kuwait Music Academy. She's a co-founder and the heart, the manager of our academy.
Thank you, Professor. I used to be a student with Professor Cezary ever since I was 13, 14 years old. You know, Professor was not just an instructor or just a teacher for me. He is a mentor. He inspired me in so many ways. And it's very important, you know, to not just look at your instructor as a teacher. He should play an important role in your life. When I was 13, I started, you know, taking lessons with Professor up to I was maybe 18, 19, and I completed so many grades in the ABRSM exams thanks to Professor and all his help. And because when I started playing piano, ever since I was 9 years old, and I went to my family and I told them, you know, I want to start playing piano, there was like a lack of information of where to get good piano lessons or good education, music education. So I was taught wrong in the beginning. The form of education that I had was terrible, that when I switched instructors, it took a long time to correct. So my mission, when I went to Professor and told him, you know, we have to start a school, you know, a formal place where people can know, and when they decide that their students, their children want to take piano, they will go.
We came to Kuwait. Just many people complained that there is no concerts of classical music in Kuwait. Because we don't like to complain, we like to act. Then we established some projects of regular classical music concerts. Kuwait Chamber Philharmonia, which celebrates just now 25th anniversary. Also, we start to teach children. We provide project Treasure of Talents, which is continued under name of Kuwait Music Academy. Concerts for children studying music. Stage for young Kuwaiti and living in Kuwait artists, very young and also professional artists. Some of our students performed also on 5 Chopin competitions. We held such competitions, and 5th Kuwaiti competitions in 2010 was expanded and crowned by Gulf International Music Competition in 2010. I think it was very useful for young musicians. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and A, open. 1, and full ball, full ball. 1, 2, yes. Now minor.
Because I've been through the struggle. I've been through the struggle of, you know, learning again and to you know, reform what you already have learned is really hard. So here Professor was very, you know, he was very positive, he was very cooperative with the idea, and I was very happy that he accepted it, because this would be a very good step for us in the community, that to have a, you know, a...
My name is Karol Masternak. I come from Poland. I teach here in Kuwait Music Academy since 6 years. Before, I also taught in Treasure of Talents studio with Professor Cezary. I'm a pianist. I graduated from Music Academy in Bydgoszcz in the class of Professor Godiszewski and Professor Kosenko. I'm very happy to be here. It's a pleasure for me to teach here. Children are very, very nice, and I enjoy here. 6 years. And there's no age limit. Depends on the child, but mostly we start with 6 years old children. We have also adults, a lot of ages, a lot of nationalities, you know, international school, music school. So
I didn't learn how to read the piano. I learned how to memorize. And wrong, you know, when you play wrong, it's hard, you know, to go and play right again, to fix it. You know, to fix something is hard to then create it from scratch. So I wouldn't want anyone to go through this. So that was the idea of the place.
Small concerts outside, but we have like every year we have 2 main concerts. Winter concert, which is in January, February, and at the end of the year, which is outside. Last 2 years we organized it in Shahid Park. It was excellent. Always children received the certificates, medals, cups. You know, who deserves, it's like this, and it's a very good opportunity to show our. Because mostly we stay here in the class, but then after it's very nice to show the wide public our achievements, and yeah, we have our devices like is that we teach all of the children. Everybody is able to play. Sometimes it needs more practicing, you know, sometimes, but we want to encourage all of the children to come to our place, because music gives the balance between normal work and our imagination, you know, and it's very nice to play. Whoever wants to come here, for sure will find calm and nice atmosphere. Yeah, it's. Do you like to come to children? Our academy, we have excellent teachers from Europe. All of them graduated from music academies with master degrees, and they are very devoted to teach, and they enjoy. I teach. I try to tell the children that music has to be the part of their life. Whatever. Sometimes, of course, not every student will be the musician in the future, for sure. But my aim is to teach them, to tell them that music has to be a part of their life, you know, very important part of their life.
We make sure that the teachers are highly educated, graduated from very known music schools abroad. And of course, we do a couple of interviews with them to have their CVs and see where did they perform before, you know, teaching. Because not every performers are teachers, and not every teachers are performers. This is, you know, a rule that we have. And so far, thank God, our team is very good in teaching. They're very positive. They're very, you know, very highly professional when dealing with students. It's your imagination. Seeing something from a different aspect or a different angle is what music is. Because when you look at it, you know, music is like math. It's all numbers. It's all calculations. But when you play it, it's very, like, how do I say this?
Emotional.
Yeah, it's emotional. It's very emotional. So it has, like, it covers everything. An instructor as a mentor, not just a teacher, you know.